to the Have Knitting Podcast. My name is Christy. It is Tuesday, I think it's the 10th of May. Yes, it's the 10th of May because next week it's my birthday on Tuesday next week. Yes, hello and welcome. It is cold here today. I'm coming to you from the Blue Mountains of New South Wales, Australia. The sun is out and it's lovely, but the wind has picked up and that's rather cold. So winter had finally arrived. Last week my kids were still trying to go to school in shorts and t-shirts. Actually, I think they did because it was still quite warm during the middle of the day, and because, you know, they're kids, they run around at school. Sorry. My littlest man has just finished his lunch and is out of the high chair and he's just here. So if you see me looking kind of down here, it's because he's there and you can probably hear him chatting. And so I'll probably be trying to keep an eye on him and record and probably giggling at his antics as we go. Because I was going to record while he was asleep and I was just gearing up to do it and he woke up. So I had some other things that I needed to get done this morning, so they kind of took precedence. So yeah, so it's a bit cold today. I'm wearing my Trillion shawl by Martina. Is it Bem? Should have looked that up. And if you hear any thumps, we have a tin roof, or blue scope. We have a steel roof, blue scope steel roof, on the back part of the house. And because it's windy, the eucalyptus tree that's just outside our kitchen window likes to drop branches on the roof. So occasionally there's a massive thump. It only really tends to happen when it's raining. So if you hear any weird noises in the background, it's probably that. And I think my dishwasher is about to finish as well, so you might hear some weird beeping. The joys of recording in the midst of family chaos. It's not really chaos here today. Anyway, this is my Trillion shawl. It's knit in Cherry Tree Hill. I don't know what yarn base it is. I think it's 100% superwash merino, and you're really kind of, I'm really pushing it because I knit this a few years ago. But it's from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, I think, like the ebook that Martina put together a few years ago, and I love this. I bought the ebook because I loved all the shawls, but this is the only one I've knit out of it, and I love it. It's my go-to winter shawl. I really, really love it. It's a nice size. So, because it's just really, really, really big, and so I can really, 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 really wrap it around my neck if I need to. So, yes. So that's that. And it's cold in my house. I could probably put the fire on, or I could put the heater on, but I'll just put a scarf on instead. And I'm drinking warm water today. I will talk tea briefly, but that's only because I got some on Mother's Day. If anybody's interested. If you're not, that's okay too. But yes, I'm just drinking warm water. And my pineapple glass is warm, so I'm going to be nursing this for a while. And a cloud's just come over the sun, so if the lighting has changed, it's all grainy on this side. So I don't know if that's going to translate into what you're seeing, and if it is, I apologize. I'm assuming the sun will come back out, but otherwise we're just going to have to live with it because I really want to record. Oh, here comes the sun, and today is pretty much the only chance that I have to do it before the week gets away from me and I'm looking at the weekend. So Mother's Day, if you celebrated Mother's Day on Sunday, a very happy belated Mother's Day to you. We had a good day. It started with a bit of a sleep-in, not a huge amount of a sleep-in, but a bit of a sleep-in. My husband came in to ask me what I wanted for breakfast. I had a choice between bacon and eggs and pancakes. And as soon as he came in the room, all the kids came in. And my 1-year-old actually, like, quite literally pushed him out of the way so he could come over and give me a kiss good morning, which is hysterical. I mean, he's 1. He doesn't understand that it's Mother's Day or anything. But it was still so sweet. You just seeing him sort of, muscle his dad out of the way. So it started off with pancakes, coffee, and present opening. And I said, because it was a choice between bacon and eggs and pancakes, I said, let's do pancakes because our toaster has died or had died. So I said, let's do pancakes, then we can go and buy a toaster. And I'm sure my husband thought I was a bit crazy. And I said, it's Mother's Day. I get to do what I want. So we had pancakes for breakfast, which is very yummy. And then we all got ready and we went off to Katoomba. There's a Big W up there, which is, I guess, like, I don't know, Walmart or something for the Americans playing along at home. So we got as far as Wentworth Falls, and there's a pub along the highway called the Grandview Hotel, and they have markets once a month in their car park. So I love markets, absolutely love going to markets. And so my husband said, do you want to stop to go to the markets? And I said, yes, please. So we turned the car around and we wandered around the markets for about an hour. They're not very big. I mean, they're in a car park and it's a pub car park. So it's not huge, but it's big enough that there's a fair amount to look at. So we sort of wandered around and then we walked into, like, sort of part way down the main street of Wentworth Falls and then back again and back through the markets and back to the car. And so, yeah, it probably took a little bit longer too because I ran into a few people that I know, as you do when you go to local markets and you see, you know, parents from school and people that you just, you know in general. So we stopped and had a chat with a few people. We stopped and had a look at some stuff. I picked up some tea from a local tea blender, which is so exciting. You know, it's easy to go to the supermarket and buy, you know, tea bags. It's easy to go to, you know, a shop like T2, which is, you know, like a tea store, and buy, you know, like loose leaf tea there and all their different blends. But it's completely different to go to someone local who blends tea and buy from them. And I'm really big on supporting indie businesses and definitely supporting local. So I got 2 teas. I got a he's right behind me, hugging my back. So I got 2 teas. I got black vanilla, which is a Keeman blend with organic vanilla, and that's really lovely. Like when we got home on Mother's Day, and my daughter made me. He's talking to you too. And my daughter made me a cup. She asked my husband if he wanted one and he said no. And then I explained to him later that it's quite, like, the vanilla is quite a gentle flavour. Like, it's more sort of the aftertaste that is left in your mouth than this overpowering vanilla kind of taste. So that was fun. And we also got some Lura Earl Grey tea. I think that's what it's called. Which I think is, she had some that we could sample, like made up in little pots. And I had some of the Earl Grey, and it tasted quite citrusy. It must have a lot of bergamot in it. And so I got some of that as well. I haven't opened that one just yet. I have a habit of buying lots and lots of loose leaf teas and not drinking them. I bought some chocolate tea, which is just, you know, it's got, like, I don't know, cocoa nibs in it or something. I'm not quite sure. From a local store recently. And it's a tea that's won awards, and I think I've had 1 cup. My 12-year-old's had more than I have. So I'm in a really bad habit of opening tea and then not drinking it. I'm also in a really bad habit of buying loose leaf tea and getting to the very end and going, oh, I really want to savor that. I'm not going to drink it again until I know I can go and buy more tea. And then I don't go and buy more tea, and then that tea sits around for months and months and months, if not longer. So I had a bit of a tea clean out, I think yesterday, on Sunday when we got home, I cleaned out some of my teas, and I've got to go through and clean out some more. And so I've just made a sort of semi-conscious, I don't think that's the right term. Anyway, I've just sort of made a decision that I'm just going to drink my way through the black vanilla, and I'll start drinking my chocolate tea as well, and then I will start on the Earl Grey. And the fantastic thing about this lady was, I was talking to her. I don't know if I'd seen her before, but the first thing she said to me was, "Are you local?" And I said, "Yes, we're in Hazelbrook." And she said, "Oh." And she said, "Oh, okay, awesome. If you want to order anything, just, give me a call or send me an email and I'll have it, at the next market." So that's really cool as well, because we are local to the area. It's something that I can easily get a hold of. So that's pretty awesome. And then, so we went and bought our toaster. We went and got some cheese and bacon rolls and cheese and onion rolls from the supermarket after we got our toaster. And then went, and some poppers, and then hopped in the car and drove down, drove up to Blackheath, and then out Blackheath out to Shipley, the Shipley Plateau, and Mount Blackheath. So if you are a Google Maps geek like I am, because I like to see where in the world I am, like all people are, I quite often get out my Google Maps and I have a look to see the area, see what there is, see what it's like. So I'm pretty sure if you Googled Blackheath, like on Google Maps, you went into Blackheath, New South Wales, Australia, you could probably have a bit of a drive around. So we drove out to Shipley, and then we turned around and went out to Mount Blackheath, and then turned around because it's a dead end, and then drove down into the Megalong Valley, which is Megalong. It is. It's quite a really big. It's a really long valley. And like you drive through like a subtropical rainforest, I think, on the way down, which is bizarre. It's just bizarre. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I love it down there. So it's my favorite thing to do on Mother's Day is to go down there, and there's a lovely little cafe down there, or restaurant, that sells. They do Devonshire teas, which is scones and tea or coffee. Scones with jam and cream, homemade blackberry jam, which is amazing. So we stopped there. It was raining a little bit, but there was a table under like a shelter that we sat in, because all the tables inside and on the balcony were taken, because we usually get down there a little bit later in the day, and we got down there about 2:30, which is a bit early for us, but that was all right. And the lady that served us used to live in the same suburb that I'm in and remembered me, which was bizarre. So we ended up having a bit of a chat. It was lovely. It was really lovely to talk to her. So the kids had hot chocolates and cookies and brownies and yummy things, and I had Devonshire tea and coffee, and my husband had a coffee. And the kids played around sort of in the rain, and we sat and we spent some time together as a family, which was lovely. And then we saw a family from church, and they were kind enough to take they offered, we didn't ask, they offered to take a family photo of us, which is fantastic because we haven't had a family photo in forever. So that was really nice. It's not particularly good because it's taken on my mobile. I left my camera at home, which makes me so sad. But we got a family photo anyway. And I will post that in the group on Ravelry when I upload the video, so you can see my Mother's Day family photo. And then we came home and we had bacon and eggs for dinner, and our new toaster, which I have to return because it's broken. That's what happens when you buy the cheap one. Oh, my son has got my purse. What are you doing? You in my handbag. He loves going through my handbag. What have you got in your mouth? Come on, come here. Come here, come on. Come on. Sorry. You'll see him in a minute. I'm pretty sure he's pulled something out of my mouth. Out of my bag. Not out of my mouth, and he's chewing on it. What have you got? So this is my youngest. What have you got in your mouth? And he's got hammer beads. You say hello. You say hi. Hi. You can get back down. Oh, you want to stay up here. So yeah, so it was a nice Mother's Day. Hi. Good boy. Yes, it was a really nice Mother's Day. Yeah. So I hope you had a lovely Mother's Day. I got some great gifts, and I will show you one of them in a minute. Are you going to get down and play? Yeah. You're just going to keep waving, aren't you? And saying hi. You're a funny boy. Right. Get down. What do they say? Never work with pets and children? Animals and children? Anyway, so yeah, it was a lovely Mother's Day. I had a really lovely day. So, and I hope if you were celebrating Mother's Day that you had a lovely day as well. So let's talk knitting and crafting. And he's off to my purse. I'm just going to take that off him. All right, so let's talk knitting or crafting. And I'm actually going to start with something that I bought for my planner a couple of weeks ago. I haven't used these yet, obviously, and I haven't actually written anything in my diary this week. Just, you know, Sunday kind of floored me, and I probably should. It would be a good idea. But anyway, I bought this on Etsy from a shop called Pop Mix Designs. They're based in Queensland, in Australia, and I love this little paper bag. It's so cute. There's a little sticker that says "Enjoy." And I know that Vegan Jilly from the Knitting Broomstick has been talking a lot recently about fox and cactus. But and they're great. I've bought from her before, and I will definitely go back. But I absolutely, really love what I got from Pop Mix Designs. I don't know if she ships internationally. I'm assuming that she will, or that she does. But yes, so I just thought it's just nice to see what other people are doing. Sorry, I just got out my show notes because I didn't write anything, and I need to write it all down. This is episode 18, woohoo! And so I'm going to write down Pop Mix, and I'll show you the business card in a moment. Pop Mix Designs with an S. And my son is destroying my bookshelf, hooray! So this is her business card. Pop Mix Designs, popmixdesigns.com. popmixdesigns.etsy.com, and there's social media, which I actually haven't looked at, but I probably should. I love seeing stuff on, what's it called? On Instagram. So that's her business card, and this is what I bought from her. I got this set of stickers, obviously called Carpe Diem, but I just love all these positive affirmations, because I'm really good at telling myself that I can't do stuff. And so when I saw these, I thought, I really need these. I need to put some positive affirmations in my planner to remind me that, yes, I can achieve whatever I set out to do, or whatever I plan to do, or goal set, or whatever during the day, or, you know, at the beginning of the week. So some of them are: believe you can and you will. You got this. Shine bright. Do great things. Be awesome today. Seize the day. Make today amazing. Dreams don't work unless you do. So it's just a good reminder to just get on with what I need to do. So there's that. I also got these. I really wanted some little coffee ones for when I have coffee with friends, or my friend is turning, one of my friends is turning 40 this year, and she's having a high tea for her birthday, and so I wanted to be able to put that in my planner to mark the date, because they're really cute. And I got some little gifts. So I got a little planner party sheet. So there's, I love this little coffee one. So there's, you know, pens and donuts and planners and washi tape and all sorts of cute things. And then I also got a thank you for your order shooter stickers. So there's enjoy and sweet and you rock, awesome. So they're really cute. I will definitely buy from her again. I really love these stickers. They're really cute. And it's so nice getting an extra gift in the mail. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my Brian. I'm not going to do very well holding this up because I'm holding the toddler. But this is my Brian. Where the teapot is where I was at last time. I am still loving it. It is growing. It is gorgeous. I'm through the second textured section. And now working my way through the stripe section again. I'm still loving it. I'm trying, because I've got other things that I need to work on. I'm trying to work on this, trying to work on it at least, you know, like 2 rows every day. So 1 forward, 1 back. And most days that's a goal that is easily accomplished. And so, yeah, so it's coming along really nicely. I'm still enjoying it. I love that shawl so much. So much so that, I think I'm definitely going to knit another one at some stage. So yeah, so that's, I don't know. It's been, I think I'm knitting it on 4mm needles. I can't quite remember. It's been knit in Madeline Tosh Venetian, which is the burgundy maroony colour, and the beigey grey colour is on the textured section, and the small stripes is Madeline Tosh calligraphy. So they're both Tosh Merino light, so it's a single ply. And sometimes it's a little bit thick and thin, but I love it. I love the yarn. I think it's going to be nice and snugly warm. So perfect for those cold winter days. Talking about shawls, I did block my Bosk, and I'm going to pop you back down so I can show the lovely people my Bosk. And he's going to whinge because I've put him down. I did get this blocked. Last Thursday was particularly hot. No, Friday. It was Friday I blocked it. It was particularly hot. And so I took myself outside and I pinned it out and everything, and it dried really, really quickly. And it looks fabulous. I am so happy with how this turned out. I did find a small mistake. There is part of me that would like to be able to rip it out and redo it. But I've just got to let it go. Just like Elsa. So that is now complete, hooray! And I can give it to my friend. And yes, it's so nice to have things like completely finished. Talking about finished objects, this is a hoe. So it's half done. This is my, what is it? My vanilla latte socks. I did the swirl toe from Sock Architecture by Lara Neal. Just as something different, and I thought it would probably go with the heel as well, which I think is it's the fork in the road heel. So that is that. That's that. Had I knit too much in the sock? I've measured it, and I think I can't remember whether I had knit too far, or if it was, oh, that's right. I thought that I had knit too far, but it's really hard to figure out where to measure with this heel because of the way it sits. So if I had it sitting out flat and I measured from here all the way to the tip, it was too long. So I put it on my foot just to see where it was at, and it was right at the base of my toe. And I'm so proud of myself, base of my big toe. And I'm really proud of myself because I kind of guessed that it was the right length and I knew to stop. So yay me. So I think if I were to, I think in the end I was measuring it from this black line. Stripe. Black stripe, it's not a black line. And so yes, I did the swirl toe. I've fit them, they fit fine. There is a little bit of a hole here, on one of the, where the join meets, you can't really see it, where the heel join is. I will just darn that in when I've finished the other sock, but the heel fits fine. I don't know if I'll ever knit it again. It was a fun experiment. The toe, I'll see how it wears as to whether I'll ever use that toe again. But it's just like knitting a hat, really, with the way the decreases are. So there's that. I've got a hoe. Hey ho. Hey ho. Hey ho. Sorry. And while we're talking about socks, this is my Miss Click Clack Tricolour Block Socket Toomey, whatever that sock along is called, because I'm going to get tongue tied. I think in her in the thread for the Block Socket Toomey knit along, I think she says you get an extra point or something if you can record a video of you saying Miss Click Clack's Block Socket Toomey knit along 10 times really fast. I'm considering doing that just because I think it would be funny. Block Socket Toomey, Block Socket Toomey. Anyway, so this is this color, the peachy color is a limited edition called Dogwood. And this pink here, which I think I had just started. Oh, I think the last time I recorded, I had just started on the cuff. So I did 15 rows of twisted 1x1 ribbing in the Dogwood, obviously. And then I did 31 rows. I can't quite remember. I wrote it down of it just in plain stocking stitch. And now I've done, I don't know how many rows I've done. Maybe around the 35 mark in this color, which is Big Girl Pants, and I've started on my heel. So I think last time I said that I had found a website called Knit Better Socks. It's a blog, and she suggests for short row heels for people with high arches. She has a few different suggestions. One of them is knitting the heel over 60% of the stitches rather than 50%. Another one is to do like a heel flap sort of thing. Another one is to increase the stitches by about 10%. So, and there's I think there was a fourth one or another one as well, but I can't remember what that is. But I will link to the blog post in the show notes, which I will write this week. Actually, my plan is to have them written before this is even uploaded to YouTube. So let's hope that works out for me. So I did that. I did all the maths. It was, I think I have about 5.2 stitches per centimetre. Oh, sorry, 5.2 rows per centimetre. So 10 rows before I wanted to decrease, so that my leg, I think, is around about the 17 centimetre mark. I had to rip it back a bit because I had knit too much on Mother's Day because I was knitting it in the car, and I got out my handy dandy tape measure and went, I've knit too much. I've got to. So yes, ripping back in the car and then trying to pick up all those live stitches leaves me feeling a little bit motion sick. So that wasn't fun. I ended up picking the rest up when I got home. But I did it like you do with the arch expansion on the sole of a toe up foot. So I got my stitch markers and I marked off, counted 12 stitches, so I had 10 stitches in the middle, counted off my 12 stitches and increased. So I did a make one right and a make one left every second row on each side of the stitch marker. And then I'm doing the short row heel over all of those stitches. And she says, the lady who wrote Knit Better Socks says that you keep the middle number of stitches, like the third number of stitches, the same. You don't change that. So I think that's what she said. So I'm using the sock recipe from Brownie Knits, her sock recipe. Yes. So the short row heel from the Brownie sock recipe, is the one that I'm using. Sorry, my ability to communicate using words has apparently disappeared. So, yeah, and so far so good. I'm a little bit concerned that it's going to be too big. But we'll see when I get it done. The last time I knit a short row heel, it wasn't big enough. So it really wasn't. So it's a 32 sock. So now I'm working the heel over 42 stitches because I increased by 10 stitches. So she says in the blog post, she says to increase by about 15% of stitches. So that's, yeah, it must be about 10. I don't know. I can't remember how I worked it out. I did. Thinking that I've increased by, oh no, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I did work it out. Oh, yes. 15% of the total number of stitches. So I'm knitting a 64 stitch sock. 15% of that is about 10, is around 10. So I think it was 9.2, and she said to round it up to the nearest. I think this is a day for interruptions. So yes, so I rounded, you round the number up to the nearest equal number, which is 10. So we'll see how it fits, and hopefully I'm making good progress. I'm on the way back. So, and then when you get to the foot, you decrease as well. So I just decrease those 10 stitches. So yeah, so I'm interested to see how it turns out. Hopefully it works. The garter stitch is nice and squishy. This sock is just gorgeous. So I've got to weigh it, make sure that I'm not overusing it. So that is that. It sort of decided to disintegrate in the ball for whatever reason. I think because the other one did it as well, the dogwood. So I think what I'm going to do is, before I knit my second stitch, I'm actually going to rewind them just to make it nice and tidy, because it's just starting to frustrate me. And this bag, this was one of my Mother's Day presents. My 12-year-old took my husband shopping, and this is what she picked out for me, and it is so cool. So yes, my kids know me so well. So that is that for knitting. Finally, my cross stitch. This is my pumpkin passport cross stitch from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I am making my way through the April chart, which is Switzerland. So I've got a little person there climbing an Alp. And I've made some, so I got him done. I think I had part of his face done last week. Possibly even part of his hat, his beanie. But now I've done his hair, I've done all of his body, I've done, had I done the hill that he was standing on? I can't remember. I've been a bit tired, so I haven't really been stitching on this very much, and I can't really remember what I did. He is missing an arm, so for whatever reason he's standing like with his arms out like that. I mean, you can't see me, but I don't know why he's doing that. Maybe because he's balancing as he climbs the Alps. So yeah, so that's coming along nicely. Yeah, still enjoying it. Still, yeah, kind of trying to work on it every night. I didn't last night. I was knitting last night. My son now has my mobile phone. I don't know how he got that down. It was on the computer desk, up out of his reach. So yeah, so that is that. If you are sock knitting, you can join the sock along that we're having on the Ravelry group, and I will actually start a thread for that because I haven't done that yet. I can't remember whether I said there would be a prize or not. I'm just doing it in conjunction with the block Sock It To Me. I'm not affiliated with it. I'm just doing it in conjunction with it because I'm knitting socks, so everyone else can join in. So yeah, so I can't remember whether I said there'd be a prize or not. So I don't know. I might see what I can sort out, and there might be a prize. So yeah, so feel free to join in on that at any stage. It's just, you know, it's all just a bit of fun. I'm really keen to make sure that my socks are finished before August. Sorry, I'm so out of it now. And so yeah, so that's what I'm sort of aiming for. And I'm having a huge amount of fun knitting them. They're lovely socks. they're fun to knit. I mean, just obviously plain vanilla, but it's the color. Once I finish the heel, I'm going to switch to the grey and use the grey on the foot, because I have 50 grams of the putty, and so I'll do that for the rest of the foot, and then I can start on the next sock. So I'm having so much fun. Obviously they're knitting up really quickly, because I was only down here on last week. So anyway, I am going to sign off. I have grocery shopping to do, fun, and I have a phone to rescue from my 1-year-old. So I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a great week. Happy knitting. Bye.